chopping away, spend a lot of time in this kitchen. Generally the people that I speak to, I'm 26, and generally the age group that I speak to is kids who are like under 10 or adults who are like over 50. No joke. I never talk to people my own age unless it's on social media. And it's funny living your life in that way, you know. When you're in your 20s, you can get into the mindset that like the older generations, they don't think the way you do, you know. They're uninformed, and they are uninformed, and they don't think the way you do, not because they didn't or because deep down they don't, but because society has led them so far astray. I was speaking to a woman today. She was in her like mid-50s, I would say, early mid-50s, and she was talking to me about like, I talk about very deep things with people in the salon. She was talking to me about like purpose and how, regardless of, you know, how much money she makes or how hard she works or any of these things, she's still gonna die. Like, but then it was like, it lacks purpose. Like, what's the point of it all? Because we all just die in the end. But then at the same time, she could see that, like, you know, there was so much detail and so much thought put into how our bodies work and how the environment works and how nature works. She could see that there's so much thought put into that, and like, why all the thought with no purpose? Like, what's the point? And I felt that way. I have felt that way. I think everyone feels that way when you're like in your teenage years, into your 20s, and then definitely when you get into your 30s, you definitely feel, not that I'm in my 30s, but I see my husband, you get to that point where you just feel like, what the fuck is the point of all this? And the point is to do something. The point is to make a difference. The point is to make a change. And that's the brilliance of veganism. Because, okay, you could have been a part of any movement. You know, movements are always occurring throughout humanity, whether it was like slavery or gay rights or, you know, women's rights. And all of those are like just the most important things that could ever happen. But at the end of the day, veganism applies to everyone. You know, not everyone's black, obviously. Not everyone's a woman, obviously. But everyone eats. Every person I have ever met in my entire life. Okay, give or take one or two. But generally, every person I feel, I have a knife in my hand, is a vegan at heart, is compassionate at heart, loves their animals, loves their dogs, you know, like loves nature, loves the environment, and loves people, and just loves, you know, that's all the veganism is just loving. How can you not believe in veganism? How can you not support this movement? It's just